So here in Austin, Texas, it only gets cold for around a month or two, which is always in the around November to December range. And when I say cold, I don't mean snow and shit like that. I'm talking about the type of weather where some people are wearing jackets and sweatpants while other people are still wearing shorts and t-shirts. Like at the lowest, maybe 30 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit with a light wind chill. And when it gets cold like that, really only two things happen. For one, my nipples get harder than diamonds. And for two, I always know that women like to get dressed up and go out for a date. So of course, my lady wanted to go out for a night on the town, which is fine, except for the fact that I fucking hate driving in downtown Austin, Texas. As a matter of fact, I kinda just hate going to downtown Austin in general. The traffic is horrendous, the people downtown are massive douchebags, there's homeless people absolutely everywhere, and in general just gives me a massive amount of anxiety. Cause I hadn't lived here for like 4 years, I had moved to San Antonio, but now that I've returned from college, I really do remember just how much I despise the city I once loved in my childhood. Because when I was growing up here, it was an awesome place to live, a nice diverse crowd of people. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of liberal hippies, but they give you more of like the Cheech and Chong kind of vibe, not really the extreme feminist at that time. And did I mention that there was way less traffic? Honestly, the whole city today kind of seems like one big gimmick tourist trap, and I've really never seen so many people sucking their own dicks, all because they're from a certain city. Well, maybe besides the people I've met from Houston. The new age Austin crowd, which is really just a bunch of people from California, absolutely sucks. Between the businesses, the consumers, and just the general townspeople, it's so uppity down there that it just makes my balls cringe. And with all that being said, of course, the girlfriend is one of these maniacs who just loves the city. So every once in a while I crack down and I let her take me to the downtown area of the city and try and feed me some expensive food that quite frankly looks like it's a meal for a fancy dog. His name is Bentley, they teach him how to walk on his hind legs and shit. And when she wants me to go down there, I'm always just thinking in my head, can't we just, go down the road to San Antonio or even San Marcos where you pay half the price for twice the food and twice the flavor? I will admit, when it comes to food, she is the one who oftentimes compromises for me, the man who's destined to one day have high cholesterol. I say she's definitely the healthy eater in the relationship. And so I took her out to dinner one of these cold nights, and everything was going great. I took her to get a big old plate of Mexican food. I'm talking about the type of plate that's so huge it could feed a small Indian family. And after that, I still need a dessert because I'm getting fat and I don't know when to stop eating. And so she has the bright idea, courtesy of my sister, who's also very much an Austin person as well, by the way, to go get dessert downtown at this place where you can sit and make your own s'mores with a little Bunsen burner, like we're in science class. I guess it's supposed to be a real cute little hipster thing to do. It all really came from a good place though. She really knows that I've been on a s'mores kick for pretty much my entire life. She's just now getting into them. And so we went and picked up her car so she could drive us there because, like I said before, I'm an absolute pussy when it comes to driving downtown in the city. So off we went, but of course not before I said something really stupid. Like, you ever say something and you immediately wish you could shove your entire foot back in your mouth? She went from being in this really great mood to being in a more sad, horrible mood, all because I said something about an observation that, honestly, looking back on it right now, at the time, it really didn't even make sense. I'm just saying, in general, she's a much nicer person than me. Like, she's about to help kids and adults with disabilities for a living while I make fun of people so others can laugh for a living. I kinda just really wanted to set the tone with you guys that she wasn't happy about what my head ass said. So we're riding over there, and she's one of those real quiet people when she's mad. I'm kinda trying to keep the conversation going, and she's really not having it at all. I'm sure she really just wanted to tell me to f*** off. So we pretty much just rode all the way up to downtown in silence. And we get into the spot, and I kid you not, it's literally the epitome of everything I hate about Austin. There's hipster music playing way too f***ing loud. The literal definition of what old people would call weak millennials are basically what's inhabiting this entire place. It basically looked like a bunch of extreme lefties. And the weirdest thing is that the blaring music really just has no vibe. In the 20 minutes we were in there, I heard Biggie, then I heard Japanese music, 80s hits, hipster pop. I mean, what is really going on? Literally everyone in the place looked like they could work at the Apple store. Just so many f***ing glasses faces everywhere. And when I was informed about this place, no one let me know that this place is actually a bar. I thought it was more of a place to just go and get desserts. So, of course, when they're downtown selling alcohol, that's always going to take precedence over something like s'mores. And literally every single person working there was behind the bar, all pierced up with colored hair, which wouldn't be a problem if they didn't act like such elitist c***. We're just standing there at the bar for like 10 minutes just trying to make some sort of connection with one of these 5 people working back there until I finally asked one of these half-brained idiots if this was where we were supposed to order. And she says,
"Oh, are you trying to get drinks?"
in a kind of sarcastic tone, to which I said,
"No, I'm trying to get s'mores."
in an even more sarcastic tone. Because I was really already pissed off by the sheer atmosphere of this place. My girl was in a bad mood, and the pink-haired troll doll was not helping one bit. She was honestly acting like we had no business being in there, or even asking her, someone who signed up to work there, such a simple f***ing question. If there's one thing I really hate, it's when people act like they don't want to help you at a job that they signed up to work at. It's really not my fault that you work at this shitty bar in this wannabe New York City, you hipster f***. You know, this elitist attitude is really what killed this once beautifully unique city, and I literally see it at least once every single time I go down there. This isn't just a rare occurrence. And so there we were, both kind of in a bad mood, in the bar that represents everything I can't stand in this world, listening to K-pop blaring and eating a $12 s'more off a Bunsen burner. And listen, I'm here to take blame. Did I partially ruin my own night by saying some dumb shit? Absolutely. But did that pink-haired just pour gasoline all over my little fire? Abso-fucking-lutely. I was just trying to have a good time. We were just trying to take it easy, have a little dessert, and it just turned into such a big ordeal for the night. Either way, let's see how many Austin people get mad at this. Listen, it's still a beautiful city. There's still a lot of nice little nooks and crannies and different little parts of Austin that are actually pretty cool. I'm really just talking about the downtown area. This thing just sucks more than Riley Reid. I mean, it's ridiculous. Those hipsters, man, they always win. If you build it, they will come.